Good morning and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Thursday, October 31st, 2019. Happy Halloween, everyone. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss, and here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. We just had a slew of numbers that just came out here pre-market, and the big number is still tomorrow morning. Non-farm payrolls tomorrow, about an hour before the RTH open. We still have Chicago PMI later on at 8:45, 15 minutes after the RTH open. All right, here's a look at the ES right now. We have price currently holding above the previous day's FOMC key levels. You can see right here, that's the FOMC key level for the ES, 30.2875. We have formed a little range above that zone right there. That's above these highs as well. And so right now, price is currently holding above that level. If at any point here price begins to take that level offered, that could be a significant indication that we could be headed back toward the 200-day average, somewhere around 2,900. So that could be a pretty significant pullback here. Again, if price can continue to hold that level, then again the uptrending market remains fully intact. Pullbacks even into the zone can still be bought, but again, that level is going to be very important. Remember, the last 3 of the last 4 FOMC levels have gone offered back to the 200, and then after rejection there, it comes back to that level. So that's been the pattern here. At times, price will take it bid, and then after rejection, will come back to it. So right now, we're trying to watch to see how the market responds to this level, but 30.2875 is going to be very, very important here over the next few days and perhaps even the next few weeks and months. All right, here's a look at the NQ. Currently seeing strength in the ES and the NQ right now, especially off the session lows. If price can remain above VWAP here on an intraday basis, that would bode well for bulls. Failure to establish acceptance above VWAP would suggest a retest of the overnight lows. So right now we have a very clear uptrending market. You have the FOMC key level right here at 80.3925. Price is currently above that zone. And again, we're above 8,100. We're above the 8,000 key level here. That has been very important. And so again, very similar to the ES, if at any point here price takes this level offered here, 80.3925, that could be significant for a return back to the 200. It's happened again 3 of the last 4 rotations after the FOMC statement and Fed interest rate decision. So right now we'll see how this develops, but the uptrend remains intact as well. Even this uptrending PIMA trigger zone, if it were to pull back to 8K, there could be a rejection that leads to another round of strength. This market has been very strong. It's gotten a strong breakout here recently, is holding, but again, this key level right there will tell us a whole lot here pretty soon. All right, let's take a look now at crude oil. Now, crude oil has seen a little bit of movement here on an intraday basis, has sold off aggressively from the overnight high. This is now multiple lower highs in a row, multiple lower lows in a row. Price is not able to hold the 55 key level right now. You see the FOMC key level is 54.69, currently below that level, and price has really been a magnet to this previous month's close. It's really been stuck at that level. When it's gotten too high over here, it came back, and now we're right at that zone again. As we've talked about before, the seasonality is very bearish heading into the end of the year, very bearish. So with the strong top here and with perhaps a lower high developing here, this could be an opportunity pretty soon to look for another wave of weakness down below. So again, keeping an eye on this area right here. Previous month's close has been very clear. Perhaps first trading day of the month will give us a very clear indication of directional conviction for the month, especially given the narrow pivot range that is developing. All right, let's take a look now at gold futures. Here's a look at gold. You can see today very bullish here, been trending higher throughout the session, VWAP trending up. Very clear price discovery phase today, but it's still inside the range overall. It's still a very clear trading range that spans from 1520 down to about 1480. If you want to go to the edge, it's 65 and 25, and it just continues to chop in that zone. Obviously, the uptrend remains intact. It continues to remain above the LVN. So at some point, the expectation is for a push through 1525 and a push higher. 1525 has been significant. It's a market structure key level as well. And so if there's any failure to get above 1525, then perhaps we do come down here and test 1465 pretty soon. So right now, still range bound. It is above the FOMC key level of 1495.90, so it is above it at the moment. And again, we could see a little bit more strength, but price has not wanted to close above 1520, and it certainly hasn't wanted to even test, let alone break through the 1525s right now. So that's going to be important resistance up above. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.